Welcome back, everyone. Look, can Texas compete? Can Texas A&M compete in the Big Ten? That's what we want to know. If they are going to go to the Big Ten, we need to know if they can compete. How could we do this? Well, let's compare, or let's look at when they were in the Big 12. Okay, when they were in the Big 12, they were averaging about seven to 9 games per season on winning. They didn't really do well in the Big 12 for some odd reason. I'm not sure why, but they end up going to the SEC. It was obviously a money move, but at the same time, the reason why they went is because of Texas. A lot of schools left the Big 12 because of Texas. So if you want to look at the Missouris, the Nebraskas, A&M, part of the reason why they left, because they felt like they was not getting the attention that they needed, because Texas was taking all of the attention with the Longhorn Network, so on and so forth. And it was like more of like the arrogance and the privilege and all of the other things that they were getting was creating a perception of like the haves and the have-nots. Yes, Texas benefited greatly off of the having that network, along with whatever deal that was panned out for them directly as a university, an institute. And it made the other members feel, they didn't want nothing to do with it. So now that you have that sort of philosophy, leaving with Texas, going into the SEC, A&M, not Texas again. No. We know that they are not going to be able to do some of the things, at least not right now, some of the things that they were doing in the Big 12. But in due time, there will be some, behind the scene favoritism going. And I believe, to be honest with you, Texas may end up being the new Alabama of the league, but it won't matter if they don't win. So it's all about winning, and we'll see what happens. But back to A&M. A&M have, on average, for the past 5 years or so, have been averaging about 8 wins. It would fluctuate from 6 to 8 wins, sometimes peaking at 9 in the SEC. So on average, if you compare the move from the Big 12 up into the SEC, the Texas A&M is a 8 win per season team. That's pretty much what they do when they're actually playing. Okay. And when you look at that, how does that translate if going into the Big Ten? Because we know that Texas A&M will go to the Big Ten at the first given opportunity. There's some people that commented that who cares? Go ahead and go. And I guess you can say that when you're looking at it from a perspective of, we have other teams here in the SEC. The SEC fans probably wouldn't care too much if they did go to the Big Ten. But overall, politically speaking, it wouldn't look good for the SEC, because it will show the perception of that the SEC can be poached, and by the Big Ten, which we know have greater or more revenue generated in that conference, and then also getting teams poached, it could become a habit. So with that being said, I believe in the Big Ten that A&M could do better in the Big Ten than it would in the SEC. For one, the SEC has a lot of programs there, at least 5 to 6 football teams that are above 500, or should I say on average, and they play a hefty schedule, and A&M has gotten acclimated to this type of gameplay. So I do believe that they would do well in the Big Ten, with the exception of, the Ohio's, the Michigan at times, and the Penn State. Those are the only main three teams that they would have to worry about going in there. So they would fit more better into the fold in the Big Ten. And I do believe that they would do better. They would have a greater chance potentially at, peaking to a higher number, maybe 10 win seasons on average versus the 8 that they have been between the Big 12 and the SEC. The average win season for Texas A&M has been 8 games. And I believe that they have the potential for that to go up by at least 2 more games moving to the moving to the Big Ten, and receive a little bit of a higher paycheck. So with that being said, will Texas A&M fare better in the Big Ten? I believe so. Y'all let me know in the comment section. I do believe when A&M get the chance to go to the Big Ten, they will. So keep a lookout for that. Once again, thank y'all for watching Size 11. Don't forget to go to the website, www.size-11.com. I got to throw that in there. Even though we love sports, we love football, we love basketball, college level, but you got to go in and throw in the sponsor there. So once again, thank y'all for watching. Till next time, have a great day.